What's up, everybody? It's your boy L. Carter, man. I got a story out of St. Gabriel, Louisiana Police Department. A guy by the name of Boutte. So if y'all will, just give me a second. I just want y'all to hear this because I know a lot of y'all probably haven't heard anything about it. So we're gonna listen to the story and then we'll get at it.
Val here to start the week off with you, and we're going to start with our WAFB team. It will begin with the bombshell new details. They're all tied to the murder of that St. Gabriel police officer. The man accused of killing the police captain was out on bond at the time.
And we learned today the sheriff had asked the state to investigate the captain over allegations he was supplying drugs to be sold on the streets of St. Gabriel. Our chief investigator, Chris Nakamoto, is here with the latest on this investigation that has mushroomed into a mess. Chris.
Good evening, Liz and Greg. When police were saying what a dark day it was for St. Gabriel on Sunday, few knew that the man who was murdered was holding on to a secret so deep it was enough for the Iberville Parish Sheriff to ask a state entity to investigate the alleged corruption 10 days before Sunday's murder.
It wasn't all peaches and cream. He had a dark side also to him.
In what's possibly one of the toughest interviews Iberville Parish Sheriff Brett Stassi has had to give, he talked about a dead man and all the wrongs he allegedly did while wearing a badge, swearing to uphold an oath to protect and serve the public. The man Sheriff Stassi is talking about is Devin Boutte, also known as Curly. He was the captain over St. Gabriel's Uniform Patrol Division for the past dozen years and had allegedly been supplying drugs to the man accused of killing him.
Through our investigation, we learned that he was, in fact, supplying this man with some drugs to sell on the street.
Stassi says Warren Mitchell confessed to stabbing Boutte in the back and abdomen in his bedroom at a home on Legion Drive.
What we believe to be some crystal meth at the house. The gentleman who did the murder also told us where we could find some drugs in the house. And we would retrieve those and they'll be sent to the crime lab to be analyzed.
The WAFB team uncovered court records at the Iberville Parish Courthouse and found Mitchell was fresh out of jail after posting bond 20 days ago for a robbery at this truck stop last month in St. Gabriel. The sheriff says Boutte went and returned the money after Mitchell's arrest, pleading for those that worked there to drop the charges.
He told officials that he committed the robbery because he knew being arrested he would be able to get away from him that day. And once he was out of jail and he went back in the kind of same relationship, he thought that it was going to be either him or me, and through his mental clarity, he thought it was time that he did something.
Stassi says more than a week ago, he personally reached out to the Attorney General's office, asking for them to come in and investigate allegations of corruption that he believes Boutte was involved in.
It's terrible that we have to talk about those things, but it's, there's bad apples in every stick of law enforcement. And we hoping that through this, that we uncover any corruption and we eliminate that from our streets and from our parish. But
outside the home where Boutte was murdered, the mayor and chief of St. Gabriel gave an interview Sunday, talking about the loss that Boutte leaves behind.
It's a dark day, not only at the police department, but in the city of St. Gabriel. He was loved by everybody. He was just that kind of officer that...
The I-team asked the sheriff if he believed others in the police department knew about what was going on. Do you believe that it goes beyond Boutte, or do you believe it ended there? Do you think that, is there now a wider look into the St. Gabriel Police Department?
Let me tell you, we've had our deal with the St. Gabriel Police Department. I think most employees there are honest, hardworking people. And I just found that this young man lost his way, and through his involvement and relationship with this man clouded his judgment.
Chief Kevin Ambeau at the department is also dealing with his own issues, arrested and indicted in an alleged kickback scheme. that ultimately looked into missing evidence in the evidence room there. Chief Ambeau is under a criminal indictment. He's got a trial coming up soon. Do you believe that he was potentially aware that this was going on right under his nose?
I have no evidence that he was aware of what was going on other than what people on the street have been telling us, and that's a question you have to ask the chief.
The WAFBI team did. Ambeau said he had no idea what his captain was allegedly doing. Tonight, Stassi says Boutte's murder appears to have revealed something sinister in St. Gabriel.
To talk about a person who lost their life and talk about a fellow law enforcement officer is not an easy thing to do. But I think that through my investigation and through my life experiences, I find that the truth is probably best.
The Attorney General's office says it opened an investigation into Boutte and the allegations of corruption at the sheriff's request. With his death, that investigation is now closed. He's being held on a $500,000 bond that was set today, the suspect that is. For the WAFBI team, I'm Correctional Officers. Greg Liz.
All
right, now we just got through listening to to what the news had to say about it. But just like I said, this for new correctional officers 29. Now, when you start, if you're gonna work for a department, if you're gonna be professional, you have to do everything professional. You can't go out and think you're gonna be with this felon. So you gotta everything gotta line up right. You know what I'm saying? I understand people, you know what I'm saying, everybody make mistakes sometimes, but you gotta make sure you don't make no mistake. If you're gonna wear that uniform, and this for y'all ladies, y'all men, because in this situation, this was a man. And I'm not bashing that man. I'm not going to say nothing about that man. You know what I'm saying? All that's allegedly. Even though they got the facts right here, for the most part, I'm not going to speak on it. I'm just trying to make sure that y'all understand, when you go work for an agency or correctional service or anything like that, just make sure that when you go to work, you take care of business, and you don't put yourself in a position that you work so hard for, and when you put yourself in that position, and this happened to you right here. See, this man, if he would not have been dealing with this cat, he would have been still alive. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, they was in a relationship, but you got to pick and choose your relationship, and that's not a good relationship to be in. You know what I'm saying? Because the man already fled from a whole nother state to come up to go down Louisiana to that small town. He already left somewhere out of Austin, Texas, from a murder that he already committed, that he was out on bond for. So, just like you're a police officer, check these people, man. Go get this man background information first before you just let this man in your house. You know what I'm saying? This man could be alive right now if he just made that decision, that choice, to put his uniform first. And I heard, I looked through the comments, you know what I'm saying, through the Facebook and all that, the reels and all that, but they said he was a good dude. They say he was a loyal guy and everything, but I mean, due to the situation, you can't say he was loyal. You know what I'm saying? He might be a good guy, and he meant well. Like the other dude, what's his name? Kevin Boutte, or whatever that other dude, the chief of that same department. He's under an indictment and charges against him. He got to go to court for that, for some type of evidence that he hid from a case that they had done a while back. And he said he don't know nothing about what Devin Boutte. They don't know. He don't know nothing about it. I'm pretty sure he knows something about it, but he ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this your boy, man, L. Carter. Like, share, subscribe, comment. It's been a minute since I did these for new correctional officers, but this 29. I'm gonna come back with another one about mental health, because that's what I'm starting to do now. See, this is supposed to be the mental health month, but every day is mental health, so we're gonna start talking about that also. But I'm gonna put it into all my videos like I've been doing. You ain't finna just get one type of video. You're gonna get 4 or 5 different videos, and you just pick and choose which one you want to see. You know what I'm saying? All of them, you might want to watch all of them because they are gonna have something important that we're gonna be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just regular person just talking and trying to understand me. But it's your boy, L. Carter. Like, share, subscribe, comment, man. For new correctional officers, man. 29. And I'm out.